Hello, welcome back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen and this is Jen Clayton Beauty. We test out a lot of eyeshadow palettes. I love indie makeup, as you know. We do a lot of tutorials on this channel and I am so stinking excited for today's palette. It is from one of my all-time favorite indie brands, Bella Beaute Bar, and this is their Valentine's aka anti-Valentine's palette, and that is called Dead Roses. First of all, the packaging, absolutely stunning. I love the metallic font of Dead Roses and then the black and white kind of sultry background, and look at how beautiful this color story is. I will go ahead and insert close-ups for you of the packaging and the palette itself. All of the pans are magnetic, so you can simply swap them around if you would like. It's a nice heavy-duty, high-quality palette. It does have a mirror, and under the mirror it says, "Be my anti-Valentine." It is a stunning color story, and I will tell you, when I swatched this palette, I audibly gasped more than once, especially with the shimmers. The mattes are so buttery soft and so smooth, and the shimmers, oh my goodness, the multi-chromes in here, the duochromes, all of the shiftiness, they are so sparkly and wet and foiled. I love that there's pinks and purples, and it's a little bit on the grungy side, definitely that typical anti-Valentine's Day. I'm obsessed. I'm literally so incredibly excited for this palette. As I'm looking at it from the side, this shade here called Bite Me, to you guys looks pink. To me, it's green. And this shade down here is gold to me, and to you it looks purple. The shifts are just incredible. Bella Beaute Bar makes some of the best mattes and shimmers I've ever tried, and I'm so excited to put this palette on my eyes today. I will go ahead and link the Dead Roses palette down below. As of the filming of this video, it is available. I know that they're going to have a pre-order once it sells out. I do have a discount code as well for Bella Beaute Bar. I will put that down in the description box for you as well, so you can save a little bit of money on the palette, but I'm so incredibly excited for this. So if you're excited to see me create a look with the Bella Beaute Bar Dead Roses palette, give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn your bell on, because I upload lots and lots of new videos every single week. I will link my favorite beauty subscription boxes down below for you, as well as all of the other makeup that I'm wearing, discounts to my favorite indie brands, and don't forget I do have a discount for Bella Beaute Bar. I'll put that in the description box, and come follow me on TikTok for more beauty and makeup. Let's create a look with the Dead Roses palette. Always, the first thing I'm going to do is prime my eyes with my MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. I always use an eyeshadow primer. I always use my Painterly from MAC. It's my very favorite eyeshadow primer. Keeps my shadows in place, prevents them from settling into my fine lines and wrinkles, and in my opinion, really brings out the true opacity of these beautiful sparkly shimmers. Just a side note, I have been officially sick with a cold now for almost a full week. I have a lot of congestion. I blow my nose literally 100 times a day. I've went through 3 boxes of Kleenex in the period of about 3 days. My nose is pretty red and raw, and so I apologize if my voice is a little raspy and I sound congested, because I most certainly am. There are so many beautiful colors in this palette. I mean, you could do a red look, a pink look, a purple look if you wanted to be a little bit more monochromatic, or you can mix and match the shades because they all pair beautifully together. I definitely want to use the pinks, the reds, and the purples because I want to test out the matte formulas especially. Purples are really hard to formulate. They're often patchy, so I definitely want to incorporate some purple into my look. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this pink shade here called Meh. I think that that is such a cute name for an anti-Valentine's palette, and I'm going to actually place that on the inner portion of my crease. I'm going to stop about halfway over. So I'm going to just place that on the inner portion. I'm going to place that here on the inner portion of my lid, kind of bring that over on my lid a little bit, and then again pull that up into my crease and a little bit above my crease, stopping about halfway over. This is a really pretty pink. It's your typical carnation rose pink. It is very pigmented and it's laying down beautifully. Then I'm going to pick up this plum purple shade in the corner called ABCDEFU. Interesting. And I'm going to pick that up on a little bit more dense fluffy brush. I am going to tap that off, and that is the shade that's going to go on the other half of my crease all the way down to my outer corner. I am going to leave my outer corner without shadow for now because I want to pop in a little bit deeper shade to add that depth. But I'm putting this A, B, C, D, E, F, U shade right in my crease, and again, going a little bit above my crease. I will say that that was one tap into the shadow, and that's it. That's all I need for my look. Absolutely beautiful. Then I'm going to go into the deepest, darkest purple shade, a true eggplant purple called You're the Worst. And I'm going to pick that up on a flat, dense brush, again, tapping that off. And that's the shade I'm going to use just in my outer corner to deepen up this look. And I'm focusing that just on the outer corner and a little bit onto my lid. I love this shade. This shade is so deep and dark, grungy. I love that it's a true eggplant purple. And again, it is applying beautifully, zero patchiness. Wow, those mattes are incredible. And then I'm gonna pick up the lightest pink shade in the palette called You Wish, and I'm going to use that just to blend the edges. So I'm going to actually pull that across. I'm going to use that to just diffuse and blend out the edges of those three mattes. And then, as always, I'm going to use my NYX glitter glue, put a little bit of that on my lids, and I am so excited for these shimmers. I'm going to apply one shimmer with my finger, one shimmer with the brush so I can show you both application methods. We'll see how they apply, whether you prefer your finger or a brush. So I'm going to start with this multi-chrome here. Look at the shift of that. Oh my goodness. That is the shade EW, E-W, and it is a really pretty kind of shifty gold purple with a black base. And I'm going to focus that on the outer about 3/4 of my lid. Wow, she is gorgeous. Oh my goodness, that is so beautiful. That is one of the most beautiful shifty shades. It actually shifts from purple to burgundy to gold, and I love that black base because it definitely gives it that anti-Valentine sultry look. And then using a flat brush, I'm going to pick up the shimmer called Be My Ex, and I'm going to apply that to the inner portion of my lid. This is definitely a more sparkly pink shimmer, so it's going to add a little bit more pink to the look, lighten up that inner corner a bit, and just tie everything together. I really like this shade too. It's one of those really foiled, chunky shimmers, but in a really good way. I mean, look how beautiful that is. And it is applying perfect with a brush. For my inner corner highlight, I have to use this shade here called Not Yours. It is a pinky purple shifty shade. It was a little bit on the light side when I swatched it, meaning light, shimmery light. So I think it's going to be the perfect inner corner highlight. Oh wow, that is so pretty. Look at that purpley blue, silver, oh, so stunning. For my lower lash line, I'm going to pick up this red matte called Love Stinks. Tapping that off, I'm going to buff that on my lower lash line, staying really close to my lash line because I am going to pop in a shimmer as well. You also have to be kind of mindful of red on the lower lash line because it can make you look a little bit sickly. For the shimmer on my lower lash line, I'm picking up this one here called Drop Dead. This is a pretty multi-chrome that shifts from pink to gold to purple. So I'm going to pick that up on a brush and just buff that right on top of that really pretty red matte. And you can see that it has a little bit more of a peachy pink, so it really enhances the beauty of that red matte. I do have the tiniest bit of fallout, not a whole lot. It should easily wipe away because I've already set my eyes, but look at this eye look. Let me go ahead and do liner, mascara, and lashes, and I'll be back to share the completed look and my thoughts on the Bella Beaute Bar Dead Roses palette. So here's the completed look using the Bella Beaute Bar Dead Roses palette. Oh my goodness, do I love my eye look. As I got ready for the day and I looked up close and personal, applied my mascara. I did use one of the ColourPop multi-chrome liners in my waterline. These shadows are stunning. They are beautiful on the eyes. The mattes are so buttery soft, very pigmented, easy to blend. We had zero patchiness with the purple mattes, which says a lot because like I said, purples are really hard to formulate. I actually love this red matte and then this shimmer on the lower lash line. This shimmer here really just elevated that red, made it a little bit more peachy, a little bit sparkly. Shade is my inner corner highlight. Just everything about this palette is spectacular. The shimmers literally are perfection, which is exactly what I expected from Bella Beaute Bar. I really like this color story. It's unique to my collection. I love that there's pinks, there's reds, there's purples. It's sultry. You can do smoky looks. You can do lighter ethereal looks. The multi-chromes in here, like I said, are some of the best shimmers and multi-chromes in my collection. I really love it. I truly love this palette. I'm so glad that I picked it up. The packaging of it is really nice as well. I love that the pans are magnetic. You can move them around. Just everything is 10 out of 10 with the Dead Roses palette. Let me know down below, what do you think of my look? Did you pick up the Bella Beaute Bar palette? I would highly recommend it. If this color story speaks to you, you're not going to be disappointed with the quality and the formula. And don't forget, I do have a discount code for Bella Beaute Bar. I will link it down below for you, as well as my favorite beauty subscriptions, all of the other makeup that I'm wearing today if you wanted to recreate my look, discounts to my favorite indie brands, and come follow me over on TikTok for more beauty and makeup. Definitely recommend.